a UTV, unfolding realities. On Thursday, the 11th day of December 2014, students of Nnamdi University queued up at their different faculties to cast votes that will bring in a new students' union government after the expiration of SICO regime. The students who before the elections had doubts of any better SUG than what was already on ground still trooped out en masse to exercise their franchise at the polls. The elections, which was described as one of the toughest and controversial in the history of the institution, had 10 candidates vying for the post of president, 4 for vice president, 2 for secretary general, 2 for assistant secretary general, 3 for financial secretary, 4 for director of sports, and 2 candidates for director of socials, treasurer, and PRO respectively. The big position, which was the seat of the president, witnessed the toughest battle. Prior to the elections, it was already clear from statistics that no candidate could emerge from law faculty, as they had 5 candidates vying for the presidency. The battle was then between Faculty of Arts, Social Sciences, and Management Sciences. According to political analysts, after the controversial disqualification of Morocco Emmanuel, one of the favorite candidates for the presidency, it was clear that the battle shifted to Noble AC of Social Sciences and Ugo Henry of Faculty of Arts. So it was no surprise when both fought head-to-head in the number of votes they garnered at different faculties, before Noble emerged winner with over 390 votes, edging Ogogo his closest rival with over 50 votes. Supporters of Noble took to the streets to celebrate the victory, as students watched silently to see what this young lad could deliver as the 23rd president of the Students' Union government. On Monday, 15th March 2014, the new government was sworn in by the Dean of Students' Affairs at the council chambers. The Christmas holiday followed, and the students vacated for the celebrations. January 2015 shall remain green in the minds of Unizik students as they return on the resumption date to meet a reduction in the price of transport within the school houses. Indeed, it was a big plus for the Noble AEC-led SUG, as that was a sector that has always been ignored by previous governments, owing to the revenue it generated. However, the reduction did not go without controversies. While some saw it as sheer wickedness on the drivers, others saw it as a bold step from the union.
Assess them on the decrease in transport. They are giving up so many less privileged people. And after all, when around the school, you hardly see that turning out.
When I heard that the ticket had been brought down from 30 naira to 20 naira, I was actually very happy. I was impressed with what the SUG president did. I think he's the first person since I got to this school that actually touched the student's mind. At least something good, something positive.
The transporters within the school houses did not take the new policy lightly, as they went on strike in agitation for the removal of the reduction directives, leaving students stranded every morning at the bus stands without a bus or tricycle to convey them to their departments. Again, the union showed they were not going to relent in the fight, as they improvised using the school's coaster buses to transport students inside the school. After the transporters realized it was already a lost cause, they gradually returned to business, though not in their numbers, as some had already left to ply the routes in town. These 100 days already since this government took up the affairs of the union. How have they fared? These are the opinions of the students.
The SUG president is really doing a commendable work. And his governance has shown that he has the best interest of students at heart. That's all I'll say.
Presently, it's been nice, actually, and there has been a lot of improvement, especially in the area of transport. Or paying for 30 naira, it's really been nice, and for now, it's okay.
The students' union is feeling that spirit of unionism again. The president, he has giant strides. I think that young man has a vision. He has something up there, and he's on it.
Should I say most of the executives, or majority of the executives have teamed up in what I call they made a union to work against the president, even though I don't know for any reason they have in their mind. But let me at this moment commend Noble, because Noble has built a resilient spirit in carrying everybody along and trying to serve the students. And I believe he will do more after this 100 days in office. I've happened to work with Noble as director of press, and I know that he has great vision for the school.
Based on policy implementation and policy, well, I would say that if I were to give him based on the percentage, out of 10 or over 10, I would give him let's say a 4. The reason is based on policy implementation, there are things all decisions had considered before implementing some policy, of which I shouldn't start naming However, to compare with other SUG presidents since my stay in this school, well, he is the best.
The SUG Alexandra Zadi has been doing well, at least he's promoting unity among students. He organized the Freshers Night this year for all your students. It was a good one. Kudos to him for doing that. It helped to make your students know that they are welcomed in the university environment. And not only that, he also initiated the Unizik cap, the Unizik face cap that students wear, which was this is open to any student, every student to buy in the school environment and all.
Okay, he has done okay. My own reason is he has done okay. Even though he has not achieved any major landmark accounts, apart from the snapback park and the Freshers Night. So I think that's generally what he does.
To me, it's a very good idea, but I don't see the reason why it's around, because we have a lot of problems in school that needs to be solved instead of caps. But for the cap, it's okay, at least it's good to show our students and other people out there that yes, we can make something like this, and also promoting our name as school itself. But if you're talking about the cap, I don't think it's necessary, because what really matters is the main problem that we're facing in school.
The office of PR is really very fine. It's doing very fine. So I should rate all SCGS schools. I think I would really rate 2 persons 100%. That would be SCGPR and Director of Social. The SCGPR is really working very fine, and it's really revitalizing the government using the public relations of this very well. It's really trying.
mp4 has done well. I think rebranding the Unizik SUG is a good thing. Well, to be frank, she's not functioning. I'm not seeing her. She's not functioning at all. We've seen the president, everything right. The president. The vice president is nowhere. She doesn't exist.
Well, the SUG vice president, she's a very wonderful young lady, and more than anything I've seen, working with 3 SUG presidents closely, from the time of the career to the time of being available and the time of precious events, I think she's one impeccable character. She's exceptionally a worthy and true leader, student leader. So I think I give her more than 90%. But up until the moment she does the SUG night, I will not give her the remaining percent. But for now, I give her.
For me, I like the SUG to look into area of sanitation. Because the school is actually, to me, it's kind of litter. So providing of waste, beans, orientation, as into students, to tell them how to dispose of their debt. That's for me, that's what I prefer.
Actually, there are some houses, there are some children that don't have where to live, which makes them to go from house to come to school. So I should try and as in houses with
Oh my God, the most important part is our house rent, because we students are suffering a lot from house rent over here. Everybody are complaining the house is 150, 170. Before you graduate, you are paying $500,000 just in the house rent. So I think the main problem is house rent, and
then students that can't help each other with their academics, they don't know how to pay school fees, they don't have funds to pay school fees. We can also help them out in that kind of way, but not cap.